We're back, and we actually go to a heroes meeting. I remembered to add the scene this time. So, we got the main heroes, Endeavor, All Might, and Eraserhead. We've just arrived all in the meeting. Why are we here? It's obviously Endeavor. We're obviously going to talk about the criminal All Might let get away. What? I took her down. It was y'all's responsibility to find her. She escaped. I did notice. She must be weakened at least. We did a big damage to her home. She had a lot of subordinates we had to take care of too. Several of them were sent to prison. Don't know how many made it out of that fire you made, Endeavor. Yes, I know, but they deserve it. They're villains. Still, they're criminals. They deserve to go to prison, not to be burned alive. Well, they had to pay. They had attacked my master, Nana Shimura, 20 years ago. So this is what it's about, revenge. As someone enters the room, as it's Nezu, why, hello! It's me. I brought you to this meeting for one reason. To discuss the villain Queen CHRYSALIS. That's her name? Yes. We interrogated one of her subordinates using Shinso's quark, managing to get some information, although most of it is useless. Now, as we already know all the information that we've taken to advantage. But we do now know the opponent's name. But I believe that villain Queen CHRYSALIS will be out of commission for a while. After all, you hit her pretty hard. Yes, I did. She's probably in no means to fight at the moment. As long as we find her location, we can arrest her easy. How do you expect us to do that, Nezu? Simple. We release one of the subordinates and try to track him to where Queen CHRYSALIS is currently. They obviously have connections between each other, so they may know each other's locations. What if this person's not willing to cooperate? You're probably right. It seems their loyalty lies with Queen CHRYSALIS. This may be a problem. We will focus on other matters, but for the time being, we'll have to let this villain Queen CHRYSALIS roam about. As All Might stands for, we can't just let this villain do as she pleases. All Might, she's not going to cause trouble for a little while. If you haven't seen, she was quite injured on her escape. She couldn't have gotten far, and we searched the area. It's obviously that she had some help. Maybe a few of her subordinates carried her off. That is the only reasonable outcome I could think of. Fine. But if it makes you feel any better, I'll have heroes patrol the areas where she disappeared as a precaution in case we do find her. Thank you, Nezu. I don't know why we should just burned the entire place when we had the chance. Last I checked, you already burned their home. Yes, but if I started that fire sooner, none of those villains would have escaped. It was initially supposed to be a stealth mission, until you blew your cover and rushed in. So what? They're villains. They may be villains, but we need to capture them. Get information. Study. We don't know what they were doing. But it's quite weird that she was hiding for 20 years. She obviously was scared of All Might. Zawa speaks up. I don't know. It seems there's something else into the equation. You said there was a battle 20 years ago with this Queen CHRYSALIS, right? Yes, and my master. Maybe she was recovering from an injury or a wound left by Nana Shimura. That is possible. But I highly doubt it. A wound like that would have healed in 20 years. It's probably that she's been studying or keeping her distance away. That might be the reason. Or maybe she knows there's too many powerful heroes, and she prefers to run things in the shadows. You're probably right. Well, anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed your little company here. Well, I guess it's time for me to go. I suppose it is. So we go to a different scene with White, the oldest sister. Is one of her subordinates tails behind. White, is there a matter? No. But I would you like to bring someone here. Our strongest of my hive. Bring her here now. You sure, ma'am? Yes. She'll be useful in this war. We attack soon, after all. Fair point. I'll call her up right away. Snow will be a key asset in this. As he comes back with another changeling. You called me, ma'am? Yes, no. You're one of the rare changelings born with white skin. I had brought you here for a special mission. And what may that mission be? As you heard, one of my sisters was gravely injured. Yes, I heard. I want you to gather a regime, a group of changelings, and start attacking these sites. To show the heroes the full force of the changelings. But ma'am, what about your other sisters? Listen, right now, I need to get this done. There's nothing more important. After all, they dare attack my sisters. Even one of them, they're not going to stop at just one. And they've injured Queen Chrysalis, my dear sister. I cannot just let that be. So, I'm not going to stand by. Fair point. Now, listen carefully. Snow. Yes, ma'am. You will attack these locations, hero warehouses, supply houses, weaken the heroes over time. That's my strategy. So basically, we stop all of their little gadgets from coming in, making them powerless. I like it. Maybe a little havoc here and there. Siphoning energy as well. Yes. Do as much as you can. Only a small group, though. I can't risk more or less of that. Alright. Well, anyway, I will go gather a force. As another changeling enters the room. White, ma'am. Yes. You've been summoned. By your sisters. Very well. As we go to a meeting room with all the sisters there. Hello, sisters. As they've all gathered into a room. It's good to see you all gathered in one place. Yes, it is. It seems you've healed a little bit since our last meeting. Yes, I have. And I really appreciate y'all for coming. As Queen Chrysalis is currently wrapped in bandages as her wounds are severe. Yes, we need to strike back now. They dare harm our sister. We need to work together to deal with these heroes. As they've already proven themselves formidable after taking on one of our elder sisters. Listen. We cannot take them on head on. Yellow, why do you speak of this? You and Pin are the younger sisters. I'm the middle sister. Chrysalis and White are the oldest. We cannot just stand back, as our sister is in this state. I agree, White says. I honestly wish we don't have to go to war as we are now. I understand, Pin. I don't wish to go to war either. But with Queen Chrysalis in this state, we should not go and make any sudden moves, as this could be a terrible decision. As Chrysalis says something. Yes, this is a vital meeting. As within my condition, I am not very well moved too often. My subordinates have gone out to cipher more energy to quicken my recovery. For the time being, I won't be able to do much of anything, but rest. But I can still coordinate my changelings. I understand that, sister. But we need to strike back now. Listen, younger sister. We do not have the time. And we cannot risk them finding this location. I have to agree, White says. We cannot let them track this location. But I will not just stand by and see one of my sisters in pain and not do anything. White, don't do anything too rash. Yeesh, Queen Chrysalis. I'm a more careful changeling than you think. Fair point. Well, anyway, I say this meeting is adjourned for now. Wait. I almost forgot. All Might has the same power as Nana Shimura. As all the sisters start whispering. What? How? That one person that was able to harm you years ago? What was it? Nana Shimura, the hero. Yes. I don't know how. But he's a grave threat. All Might, the symbol of peace. He's the one that had me in this condition. Very well. It looks like we'll have to be wary of him. Yes, and do be so, as he's a strong opponent. Don't worry, sister. After all, we are strong as well. Yes, I know, but we cannot take any risks at this time. I understand. But we still have to be very careful. I understand, dear sisters, of all this happening. But now I must say this meeting is adjourned. As Queen Chrysalis is out of the room, leaves the room, as well as Pin, I believe. Yes, Pin also leaves the room with her sister, leaving the only other 3 changeling sisters in the room. I must say, this meeting has been interesting. Yes. As Yellow also comes up to both of them, I know you two are planning something. Don't be too reckless. We cannot risk causing any more trouble coming to us. If the heroes find us, with Chrysalis, our sister, in this state, there's nothing we can do. I suppose you're right. As the rest of them leave, as we go to another area where Snow is with some changelings. Listen up, maggots. We have a very important job from White. White? As they were whispering amongst themselves. Yes, we must gather as much energy and destroy several sites of the heroes. Gather supplies, weaken them. And I've chosen you 3 to work with me in this mission. Yes, ma'am? Now listen very closely. We'll be ciphering off energy from heroes outside, as well as be taking out some warehouses. Now let's move. As they have left the house, changeling nest they're hiding in, and we go to a forest where Pin and one of her sisters is currently walking. So, why did you follow me, Pin? I know you're trying something. I'm here to stop you. You know you don't have the strength to stop me. I know. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell you, you need to stop before something bad happens. This war is happening whether you like it or not, little sister. You being the youngest of us, the most caring. But look what they did to our sister. How are you not angry? I am angry. It's not fun watching Big Sister CHRYSALIS in this condition. But I don't want any of y'all to get hurt. I understand you worry, sister. But all of us are in a fit of anger. You're the only one that's not. Even Yellow has a fit of anger right now, but she's keeping her composure as we speak. Seriously? Yes. Listen, I know this has been hard, especially on you, because of our sister's condition. But if we get a chance to kill that person, All Might, I'm willing to take it. You don't just mess with us and expect to get away with it. As we go to Snow and a changeling in a warehouse. So where we are, ma'am? This is a Hero Safety Commission hero building, where a lot of heroes come to meet and supply their items. We'll be framing an accident here. This will cut off their supplies, their hero gear for at least a time. Smart idea. But I must ask, how do you plan to pull that off? As she looks at the changeling. Why, of course, you will be doing it. What? You'll be changing into a security guard. And you'll be lighting the explosive equipment within this facility. Are you sure? Yes. When I give the signal, you'll blow it up. Okay? Yes, no. Good. Now just wait for the signal. As we go to Snow, who's flown somewhere else with the other changelings. So, ma'am, why have we come all the way out here? Simple. Look at all the prey. All waiting to have all their energy siphoned. Their stamina, and more. Just ready. I see. Now prepare to siphon energy, as several bystanders are waiting. Now, as they start taking energy away from them, causing several to faint. Oh, that's a lot of energy. Ma'am, we're going a little bit too far. We're knocking some of them out. Doesn't matter, we need to siphon as much energy as we can. We need to make sure Queen CHRYSALIS' healing process goes quicker. This war is not starting any later. Fair point, ma'am. Keep draining. As they keep draining everyone in the alleyway till pretty much everyone is passed out. As a hero comes along, I erase her head. People are dropping like flies. What's happening? As Snow spots him. Everyone, hide! As they all quickly hide behind items. As he looks around, as he calls an ambulance. I need an ambulance at this street. Someone has knocked almost the entire block out. As he's looking around for possibly the person that did it, but could not find anyone. As they leave and go to a different alley. That was close. How much energy did you grab? I grabbed quite a lot, ma'am. Good, we take it back to the hive. As several hours had passed by, as we go back to Snow and White, how was your progress? We managed to siphon a whole lot of energy from several civilians. We almost got caught. Good. And what about the warehouse? Oh, it should be going explosions in a few seconds. As then an explosion, well, not here, an explosion in another place happens. It being the warehouse, and the changeling barely got out because of the explosion radius. Lucky for him. Good. Send some of the changelings to heal. Queen Chrysalis. Of course. I'll send them right away. Good. As snow leaves. Soon this war will start. Just a few more days. And I hope you all enjoyed part 2. Make sure to like and subscribe.